Hey everyone, welcome back to Autocrat Primer, where we love us somewhat. And today we will be taking a look at Megatron. That's right, Megatron, the deluxe class from the Bumblebee Adventures. But beforehand, if you are not 13 years or older, I'm going to have to ask that you leave this platform because this is about parental advisory. It is to protect you, and if you like our content, it's to protect us. Follow the law, follow the rules, and everything goes great. And you still get to see great Transformers and great figures. And you get to see ACP and Art Teacher for Life bring to you some of the most funny, cool YouTube videos that is out there because we are the what?
We're funny.
The greatest ones that have ever...
Lived?
There you go.
That's a little bit much.
I think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So let's take a look at this Megatron. His blast here, I love these effects, but with mine, I'm having a little bit of issues, like I did with Optimus Prime, with it staying together, together like this. But if I take this off, that is awesome. I love the blast, and if I want to, I can plug this. No. That's right, it's the other way around to be able to plug it. But I mean, you get these blast effects, which is just friggin' cool. And not only that, I mean, take a look at this guy. He looks awesome. And
I like the fact that a lot of the toys have been coming with these blast effects.
Oh, yeah.
You can make the noise, if something's shooting or whatever, but you don't have a visual.
Blowing it out the back exhaust of his bottle. See, it's like a turd. It's falling down. Oh, Megatron just had a poop. He just had a poop right there. His poop is rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Get your poopy rolling, rod.
Yeah, mew.
Yeah, mew. So, got these cool blast effects. I do like the fact that they do come apart. And like Nikki was saying, I didn't mean to interrupt her with my poop joke. So, what were you saying? Let me raise the camera up a little bit.
Blast effects. At least you have a visual to go along with your battles if you want to wage war.
That's very true. Very true.
Defending Cybertron.
Defending Cybertron or Earth, but he's going to be conquering Cybertron or Earth. So we have Megatron, and this is him in his tank mode. He has his fusion cannon. You do not get any other rotation, just like here's the thing, just like in the Siege line, Megatron is a tank. He is a gray tank.
But this was not so out of the ordinary. Like, I get that if you are pretending things are on Cybertron, they're going to look different.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't make them so different that we can't call it a tank anymore. Because the reason we're calling it a tank is because it looks similar to a Earth tank.
That's true.
When you get too far out, it's like, well, is it really a tank?
Now, I'm going to be honest. There are some things I like about this figure, and there's some things I don't like about this figure. But one thing I can say is I like this figure more than I do the the Siege and also the Earthrise Megatron.
I like this one too. It's more substantial.
Yeah.
You just feel like it's going to break in your hands.
Well, the other one doesn't. Well, the neck going down, and that's what bothers Nikki, because she's the one to help figure out to put a cotton ball in his neck to keep his head up because he kept sinking in his chest. I just think that Megatron's just too broad, too wide, and it's not a real good fit for me out of the Siege line. The Siege characters have been so dynamic. I got a good friend, Triple R. Check out Rolling Redneck Reviews. He does all these fixes with the Transformers. Got great content. Big Megatron fan. He likes the Siege, and like I've always said, get what you like, and then share what you love. And I gotta say, I do really like this guy. I showed this to him last night, and he says, "Well, I could actually get that to be Megatron's son, since he's so small." And we'll talk about that too. But you have these nice little cannons, and you got these nice missile pods here. He does have the treads. Not really a head syndrome, but you do see the legs and the transformation there. That is one thing that bothered me, but overall, I'm not going to be displaying him like this. Unless it's some type of bad movie flick that we're going to have going on. Where his fusion cannon goes somewhere else. But and he also has this gap. This actually does bother me. The hands being here, not so much. But I wish that they would have came down with a, like, even if it was just a small flap that just came right at this area here, and had it where could tab in here to his hands. I think, and they could have left the gap right there and the gap right there. Just that one little piece would have made me happy. It would have covered up the hands, and you wouldn't have had this big gaping hole in the back. So that really does bother me a lot. But it's like my friend Ninja Bill says, Ninja Bill 1000. Check out his channel. He does great reviews also. He says you're not going to be displaying your figure backwards. And he's right. He's right. I don't. He has only 3 wheels. He's got the wheels up here and wheels down here. This one here gets stuck a little bit. I'm going to have to see if I get it in the camera. You see that piece right there? I'm going to probably have to file that down just a little bit because that just catches and the wheels don't get to go all the way around. See? And so I'm just going to have to fix that. And then he has this wheel right here, which does really well. And I like that. I like this piece here. This wheel, have no problem. He does roll. You can even hear the wheels. It's just this one here, when it doesn't roll, as you can see, it slides because it's not getting that full friction of a roll. Fusion cannon looks nice, looks really good. I love the poses we can get this. And for Walmart, around $18, $19, $20 rounded up with tax, you're getting a very cool figure that I'm really digging. This is the cyberverse that a lot of people wish it came out instead of the warrior class. Me and Ninja Bell both like the warrior class of the gimmicks, but like y'all also know that the Megatron that I got from the warrior class broke as soon as I transformed him. It was that cheap flimsy plastic. This guy is not.
Yeah,
this guy is
that's
hippie.
what I like about him.
Yeah, and his fusion cannon is the right proportion. It's not loose on that little peg that goes all the way down to the floor. So the first thing you're going to do when you get into this transformation is you're going to untab his fusion cannon to get into the starting off the transformation. And mine is very tight, but it goes right into that little octagon shape hole. Little port. Very, very nice. Very cool.
How many sides does it have?
What steps?
No, what kind of hole was it?
That little octagon.
Oh, is it octagon? Not a
No,
hexagon?
maybe it's a hexagon. Yeah, it's a hexagon.
Side?
No, 1, 2, 3.
Might be 10.
Yeah, 6 sides there. Sorry.
Okay, so no, that's okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, still really looks cool even when you take that off. It still looks menacing. I mean,
it
really
does.
I mean, in all honesty, this could be a whole nother alt mode.
That could be a vehicle mode.
Yeah, for someone else. You know, change the head, change the chest, a little bit of retooling, and you could have another cool little figure here. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to come here, you're going to untab that piece right there. And then when you untab that, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to come back here, and these will untab, and you'll just rotate them down like so. Let me raise the camera. Alright, so you untab the arms, they come down like this. As that happens, the legs are going to kick out like so, all the way out. And then you're going to rotate. Gotta make sure I do this right. Mine's really, really tight when it comes to those joints there. And then that rotates that way.
And
then
if
from
out
there
also bought this figure, please let us know if the joints on this one was tight for you too.
Yeah, and then you're just going to close these up, tap them in. You've got his feet all done. Everything's done. Everything's all done. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And, well, I forgot one important thing.
Say, is his feet turned the wrong way?
No, I didn't tab up the knees. So you got to tab the knees in and then close it up. You can do it without it, but as you can see, he's bow-legged. Like he's been riding like a cowboy.
Riding a horse.
Riding it like a cowboy. And then from there, you're just going to bring the arms down like so. Everything will start to untab and unpeg like so and like so. And then from that, let me get the camera to go up a little bit more. And then from there, just go ahead and start to untab this stuff. You're going to rock this back like so. Oh, I forgot this. You got to take these things off here, like so. Take those off, set them aside. Then this stuff starts to rotate in. That rotates back. Megatron, then he has these two places of ability to rotate. And you got to make sure that everything is lined up, and then it just rotates around like so. That comes down, then these come up, and they will push in like so. And then from there, you're going to bring his arm out. Make sure you bring this tab in and down like so. My arm does fall off, and it is a ball joint.
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah, and here's the thing. A lot of people don't like ball joints. I know that Godbot is not a big fan of ball joints. And he has, I mean, for stock motion and stuff like that, I get
Totally understand.
Totally understand. But for someone like me, that, as you can even see, I'm sometimes hard on my Transformers, and Nikki is always like, you got to take it. Gotta be slower. So what I'm going to have to do is, because there we go. I couldn't get it over that ledge. So I'm going to bring that and tab that down. Just transform me without his arm on. That's all you got to do. Right there. Don't worry about anything.
Well, I mean, that is an option.
Oh, gosh. That's not a good option, but it is an option.
But it happens.
It does.
And
And
if
then,
that keeps you from breaking something or
yeah.
putting stretch marks or scar marks on the toy, then...
And, you know, right here, we have a good-looking Megatron, I believe. I really do like him. And as you can see, he's got a waist rotation. Legs all the way up. Nice knee bend. He does have a rocker, which is, like, awesome. He does have a wrist, and because of the ball joint, he has a bicep with that ball joint. Arms, when you move this back, can go all the way out. He does have this like a little butterfly joint, so if you want to, which I'm going to show you what you can do when you do use that, you can take his arms. I gotta bring this back down. Yeah, come on now, work with me here. Yeah, when I'm on camera, it wants to be a butthole. And so then you take Megatron's fusion cannon, and you can actually plug it in there. And if you know the Ultimate class, when that was how Megatron would be able to shoot out a blast out of his fusion cannon, was by his hands coming together, and then it would have his little gimmick where the fusion part would shoot out. He can still do that even with this. They didn't get rid of that nice little, this is a nice little nod to that Ultimate class that they gave us. But a lot of guys are not going to do that. A lot of people are just going to do the old, attach it to the farm. Now he can hold it. I mean, it is a thing. If you want him to, he can hold it like a gun, like that, if you want to. But come on now, it's Megatron. That bad boy fuses next to his hand, and then from there we get this here. Let's do this and that. Oh, and I also forgot, you take these little things right here.
What are those little...
These are little missile pods. And you can plug them in down here at his ankles.
Take them off
and transformation, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, both.
And then you can put them in lots of different places?
Yep, he's got places here. He's got places on his arms here. And
is that the same place or the same size hole as like for the blast and stuff? The blast effects?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. That would make sense to me.
And if you want to, it can go there where he's got
arm. Mm-hmm.
Right there if you want it to. This is a very, very good. I am all in on this class of Transformers from Hasbro. I really am. That head sculpt, let me get the camera in here. That head sculpt is friggin' magnificent. That is a Megatron head sculpt. I mean, that is right up there, Megatron. The head is on a ball joint. You can get a lot of poses. Him looking up, him really looking down, looking menacing if you want him to. You know, heroics are so pointless, as he would say. But you get a thigh rotation. Like I said, the nice knee bend, the little ankle tiltage. I mean, for $20, and I'm going to ask if Nikki. So, if you take a look here, this is from the Earth Rods line, the War for Cybertron. And I'll be having a review of him probably in the next week or so. Very, very nice figure. Really love this guy. He is $20. But I wanted you to be able to see that for $20 and $20, Megatron, you get all this and the blast effects, and you get all this menacing transformation. For $20, I got to be honest with you.
That's a better spot. That's a better price for the things you get.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I love this guy. I mean, I love him. He reminds me of when I was a kid, and I had him and his G1, which I need to get another one because mine have been so loved it's missing one of his feet. But you know, when you take a look, and I'm gonna set these guys like this for a second, and then you come and you get someone else that has a big old fusion cannon or another type of cannon, which is another character that I really, really like, and you bring in this $20 figure and you compare these two, and I'm gonna set them. Give me just a second. So as you can see, these are all in the same price range across the board. They all come with a nice old fusion cannon. He actually comes with the blast effects. He's got a nice fusion cannon that does separate. You'll see that in the review that I will be doing. Nice car mode, the whole 9 yards. Then you've got this guy Crosshairs, who I like. He is a character that I have the G1. I am familiar with the character. He was also in the UK book. So here's another one that you know is in that range. And as you can see, he's very big and bulky, which you know that's what you would expect. And then you have a good little heft on him. Yes, he's got some ball joints. I get it. But you still get him some good poses. You do get some of the ankle tilt. And then, you know, a lot of people are like, oh man, I don't know if I can go in for $20 because, you know, he's a legend size and I miss the $10 mark. And I was one of those guys too that was saying the same thing. But guys, you can't go wrong. Hasbro is literally knocking it out of the park with any of these lines that you choose within that price range. They are worth it. Absolutely. It fits me and Nikki's budget. You know, anything that gets in that above 30 to 50 mark is like, no, can't do that. That's just crazy. But this, yes, this. And you get a Megatron, which you see is in a nice, good size. You get Clef Jumper, and then you get someone like Crosshairs. And, you know, who's to say you can't have it go cross generation? So, is there anything you want to add before we end, since we're almost at the 20-minute mark?
I really like the Megatron. He really looks good. The other two that's presented there is too, but Megatron, that's very much affordable and worth the money and the quality.
I think so, too. And like my grandfather always said, hold on to something from your childhood and you'll never grow old. Look to the stars, grab one for yourself, and y'all have a great one. Bye, guys.
Bye.